Okay, so at this point, if you're going in order, then we've started to talk. We first one we had a big conversation about what do we need to think about. The second one we had a little bit less thoughts, but we did kind of examine all possibilities. I'm going to start to go a little faster now, but still I want to count carbons: 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have to add or remove carbons, so it's just functional group transformations. The product that I'm looking at is an alcohol, and it looks like this alcohol is in a tertiary location. So that means that how do I add alcohols? Well, at this point, we only really know a few reactions. Now, but the main difference between those reactions is they either put alcohols in a Markovnikov or anti-Markovnikov position from an alkene. We know several reactions that make alcohols, but they all start with alkenes. And so what are we going to do then? That means that I had a double bond either in this location or I had it in this location. Either one of those locations is certainly possible as far as that's concerned, and both of them would lead to Markovnikov additions. But let's make the next sort of thought, right? We do generally want to think retrosynthetically, so sometimes there's just this faith that if we just keep going backwards, then we'll get to the product, or we'll get to the reactant. But the reactant does inform us. And here's another tip that I haven't mentioned yet. Let's take a look at this group here. Where is it? That group is in this location. Now, in this particular projection, we're lucky that we haven't rotated the molecule. So we don't have to think about kind of rearranging things in space. So why do I care that the bromine is in that position? Because when I think about either the red highlighted double bond possibility or the blue highlighted double bond possibility, I see that one of those possibilities gets me towards the functional group in the reactant. And so that's going to kind of give me a clue. Where do I want to start? Well, I don't want to start with the red. I want to start with the blue possibility. So could I make a alcohol from a double bond that's right here? Absolutely. And you've got lots of options. You could do oxymercuration, demercuration. You could also just do H2SO4. That's kind of what I would write here, H2SO4, and it's going to be dilute. Okay, so now I want to think about how do I make this double bond? Well, if I make a double bond, I had to have a leaving group in one of those locations. Well, look, my reactant has a leaving group in one of those locations. Okay, so how would I do the elimination? Well, in this case, I would want to make the Zaitsev product. So I need a small base. So I can do something like sodium hydroxide or methoxide. And so step 1, sodium hydroxide. Step 2, H2SO4 dilute. That's the solution.